Iniciar una grabación de paso. Quería ver cuánto de CPU consume en total ambos procesos. 2.1, 2.1, 2.4, 2.6, 2.8, wow. 2.6. Espero que no afecte mucho. Que no afecte mucho el rendimiento. 2.8. Voy a cerrar algunas cosas innecesarias primero. Esto de acá, cerrado, cerrado. 2.9, no vayas atrás. 2.8 y a probar el juego. Este en inglés. A ver. Español. Mientras juegas. Espero que no sea solamente... Me gustaría que las voces estuvieran en inglés. Solo las voces, ¿no? Selecciona un arquetipo intelectual muy inteligente, ingenioso, pero insensible. Se le ocurre todo tipo de ideas y datos interesantes. Inteligencia 5. Sí. Sí que tu capacidad de influenciarte a ti mismo y a otros. Constitución, lo bien constituido que está tu cuerpo. Motricidad, lo bien que mueves tu cuerpo. Crea tu propio personaje, bruto, muy bruto. Interactúa con el mundo mediante la fuerza física. Es eficaz, pero más tonto que una piedra. Mediante la fuerza física es eficaz, pero más tonto que una piedra. Muy receptivo, de personalidad magnética, pero inestable. Podría llegar a perder la cabeza. Uh. A ver, creemos uno personalizado. Coordinación, ojo, mano. Enciclopedia. A ver, vamos como un bruto.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore.
Ya no tendrás que hacer nada más. Cerebro reptiliano primitivo, no existe nada, tan solo una negrura primordial y cálida. Tu conciencia fermenta en ella, no más grande que un simple grano de malta. Ya no tendrás que hacer nada más.
Ever. Never, ever. Never, ever, ever, baby. An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it. You got it, sweet brother. Nothing upon nothing upon nothing. I know you do, baby. I know. Coming right up, sir. Smooth passage. All right. Nothing town to fuck all borough. Do you want me to upgrade that to a one-way trip, sir?
Humillarme.
The song of death is sweet and endless. But what is this? Somewhere in the sore, bloated man meet around you. A sensation. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
Madre, ayúdame, tengo una cabeza pegada.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache. A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
Tomé algo. Día 1. Con eso camino y con esto veo.
This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades.
Oh. Accionar el ventilador, accionar la bombilla.
The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now.
No vende.
You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade.
Normal 10. Ok.
What you have in your hand is a truly
En tu mano si hay
hideous
una curva
necktie
horripilante. El
with
nudo
4
te
or 5
recuerda a
different
una soga.
patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose.
Mundo interior. ¿Está equipado? Sí, ¿verdad? Voy atrás. Mantén pulsado tu tabulador para resaltar los objetos del entorno. Primero cogemos los pantalones. Mejor.
The window stands broken
La
in its
ventana se
frame.
mantiene en su marco, hecho añicos. A través de ella sopla un aire frío. Visión especial, fácil. Evaluar el daño. Irte a mirar afuera. Visión especial. Esta es una tirada de habilidad básica. Si fallas puedes reintentarlo.
What do you mean, assess the damage? How would you do that? What are you even trying to do?
Fácil 9 versus 4 mi total. Visión especial 1. Da 2. 1 más 2 igual a 3. Ah, verdad, es que
The
soy un
morning
bruto,
light
¿verdad?
hurts your eyes.
La luz del día
It's
te daña,
hazy,
los ojos están un
but you
poco
see the
nublados, pero
ocean
alcanzas a
and
ver el
some
océano
war-torn
y
buildings.
algunos edificios destrozados por la guerra. Pues me voy. Una botella enorme de comodoro rojo está vacía. Parece que alguien arrancó la cinta mientras sonaba la canción. Has conseguido un objeto. Llaves. Objetos, cinta.
You hear a jingle.
Entonces hay unas llaves en el bolsillo de tus pantalones de campana.
It says whirling in rags on the aluminium key ring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
El magnetófono está encendido pero no tiene cinta. Oh, le puedo poner la música entonces. ¿Cómo lo puedo usar? A mano izquierda, lo puedo equipar a mis manos. Aquí huele que apesta, ni un poeta podría describirlo. Hay varias botellas en la bañera, vino, cerveza, licores dulces.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Hot water sprays
Un
from the
chorro de agua
base
caliente
and
se
steam
esparce desde
covers
la
the
base
mirror.
cubriendo el
You
espejo de
cannot see
vapor.
yourself,
No te ves
just
reflejado
the
con
outline
claridad,
of a man.
apenas disciernes la vaga silueta de un hombre.
Suddenly, you
De
realize you have
pronto
no
caes en la
memory of the
cuenta de
face
que
that
no
awaits
recuerdas
you
el
there,
rostro que te espera bajo el
beneath the
vapor.
soft vapor. As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
Mundo interior. Fácil, éxito. Mejor no saberlo. Me da igual desempeñar. Primero debería palpar para asegurarme que no hay nada malo en mi jeta.
Behold. You have no idea who this thing is, do you?
Que Dios me asista, pero ¿qué es esto? ¿Qué es? Pues claro que lo sé, una especie de superestrella o algo así. Me da que soy una superestrella. Ese rostro malcólico en fase terminal.
Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why? Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself. Oh my God. You can't stop. It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
Creo que se supone que ha de ser sugerente. Es una mueca de dolor. Dios, no tengo ni idea. Dios, no tengo ni idea. Es indescriptible.
There might have been, 10 years ago. It's little more than a cadaverous spasm now.
Enciclopedia formidable. Ahondar en lo más profundo de tu mente y rastrear la fuente de la expresión. Formidable 13, muy baja. De preferencia, si es que fuera de enciclopedia, podría lograrlo. Y electroquímica muy baja. Esta es una tirada de habilidad básica. Si fallas, puedes reintentarlo. Electroquímica. Bueno, acá tengo más chances. Formidable 13. Electroquímica. Ambos tienen 3. Enciclopedia 1. Vamos. No pierdo nada.
Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now.
A ver.
It's too late.
Fallida.
Like an image on film. The expression belongs to your primary motor cortex. It would take a minor neurological miracle for you to cease producing it.
Ok. ¿Verdad que tengo otra camisa? Llegué a abrir esto. Si uso la llave. ¿Cómo puedo usarla? Sombrero, así como drena salud.
Hello, officer.
¿Qué tal? Según el calendario estamos en marzo del año 51. Hay algo en la mesa. Plata. Has conseguido dinero.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips. Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28.
No. Because you're a police officer, sir. Okay, cool. I won't. Okay.
Whoa. Something wants to come out of you. A bit of vomit. Thankfully, you keep it down because your body does not control you.
Sir, you've been here for 3 days. On official police business, as you put it. Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Muy baja, 17%. Sugestión desafiante. Probar la expresión con ella. Hazle saber que la deseas. Nunca pierdo nada intentando.
The words have already left your mouth.
What was that? That's not even how words are used. What did you say? Come on, say it again. No, you see, that's not what you said. You said... Come on, man. Pretty, please. One more time. Goddamn right you did. You crazy asshole, you. What kind of cop are you? Okay, sir. I have to ask. Do you really not remember? Just like that? You drank so much you lost your memory?
Sobrehacerlo y beber demasiado y además soy viejo.
I'm sorry. It's gonna suck for you later when you have to interrogate me. And for the record, no, I didn't do it.
Se ha dejado una rica colilla en el cenicero, todavía está humeando. ¿Puedo abrir?
The door is closed. This door can only be opened with a key or from the inside. As you hold the metal, you sense the warmth left there by her hand. There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on, somewhere inside. A tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you. The door is closed. You should pick that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray, light it up, and smoke the living shit out of it. Who knows what you are? A monster, a murderer, the gnome of Jeroma? You feel like a smoker, especially when you look at that juicy, succulent, seductive cigarette stub, still smoldering deliciously. How very astute of you. This renders it ineffectual. You should look for a whole cigarette, or better yet, an entire pack. Strike that. A carton. Make sure they're all healthy and able-bodied. Then smoke them all. Good. Thinking about yummy cigarettes in your mouth is the next best thing. Make sure you think about juicy sticks of tobacco all the time, though. It doesn't count if it's not all the time. And when you're done thinking about them, graduate to getting them. Plus, smoking them gives massive bonuses.
Lunes, fúmate unos pitillos. Mapa. Ventana rota, visión espacial fácil. Espejo empañado, enciclopedia formidable, espejo empañado, electroquímica imposible. Estas son todas las tiradas de habilidad básicas que has encontrado. Las que están en blanco. Las que están en blanco se pueden reintentar. Tareas. Para sacarle provecho a unos jugos tendrás que fumar un poco de tabaco hasta con un paquete. Póntelo en la mano, equípalo en la ranura mano izquierda o mano derecha de tu inventario. A continuación deja que el humo haga el resto. Uy, eso. Estamos en un barco o algo. Como una ciudad de estas. Envuelve una ráfaga de aire salobre. Ah, mi otro zapato. Ah, sí son.
There they both are. Two identical shoes. Both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin, reunited on your feet.
Espera, no parecen los típicos zapatos de policía.
Good, they're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told.
¿Dónde estoy?
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul. Of course, at this point, precise measurements of your soul can only be performed from the outside. It needs to be heard through a PA system by other people, whether they like it or not. Ram it up their ears, says your adrenaline gland. Violently express yourself. You should sing the sad small church song from that tape you found. Thought it was obvious. No, don't sing the happy song. It's stupid. Sing the sad song. It's profound. You would need another copy of the tape first, though. The one upstairs is destroyed. You should sing the sad small church song from that tape you found. Thought it was obvious. Serves them right. Wipe that smirk off their face with your sad, tragic song. Who's laughing now? No one. You would need another copy of the tape first, though. The one upstairs is destroyed.
Okay. Para cantar en el karaoke tendrás que encontrar primero una cinta trágica y después reproducirla en un magnetófono portátil para aprenderte la letra. Cuando estés listo, pídele al gerente de Whirling que te deje actuar, preferiblemente por la noche cuando haya más gente en el bar. Esto como una cinta que contenga un tema tristón.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance. That was disdain in his eyes. Even now he's purposely ignoring you.
A propósito. Algo me dice que no te caigo bien. Mira la disecada. Eres el camarero.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. A small engraved steel tag says,
Una pequeña placa escenografía pone pájaro grande. Cataracta Squaw. ¿Qué le pasó al pájaro? Te echan la mano con eso. Ese es un pájaro grande, ¿a que sé?
Look, your buddy is over there.
Mires a las puertas donde un hombre como una cazadora naranja están repiqueteando. No, repiqueteando en el suelo con un pie.
Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
Como que mi colega. Soy un policía y
He pretends not to hear
finge no
you,
oírte, centrando su atención en el
concentrating on
ave.
the bird instead.
Algo me dice que
Oh
no te quedó.
no, you're a hero. A real hero cop.
Así que además se pone...
Yes, you are. A real decorated hero. What did you not do? First you took the body down. Then you solved the murder. Then you didn't trash my hostel room. Maybe you even negotiated the strike. No, you see, actually, you didn't. You haven't done anything even remotely useful since you got here. No, I haven't seen you around. I'm not always here. No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
He's very animated all of a sudden. This seems like a touchy subject.
Tienes toda la pinta de un caballero.
Mm-hmm.
El suave ronroneo de un exprimidor eléctrico. Hay alguien trabajando en la cocina. La puerta está cerrada como una llave. El letrero dice cocina reservada para el personal hasta las 11, hasta las 1. Comedor reservado para los miembros del sindicato. Apertura 4. Un hombre duerme sobre la mesa, lleva unas botas cubiertas de barro por encima del mono. En la parte posterior de su camiseta hay un logotipo de un árbol que rodea las palabras Wild Pines.
A colorful piece of plastic is dangling from his
Cuelga de su
carabiner.
mosquetón.
Makes your fingers itch.
¿Qué es mosquetón?
On the counter, rolled out
Sobre la mesa
of
junto a
his
su mano
open
abierta
hand,
ves un
you see a
blister de
blister
pastillas
pack
para el
of
dolor de
headache
cabeza.
medicine.
Examinar el trozo de plástico de mosquetón. Forma física, despertar. Examinar el trozo de plástico.
It's a dock worker's ID,
Es una
doubling
tarjeta
as
de
a shift
identificación
card
de
and a
estibador del
job
puerto,
permit.
haciendo
A
las
young,
veces de tarjeta de
able-bodied
fichaje
man
y permiso
stares
de
back at
trabajo.
you from
Un
the
hombre
photo.
joven y sano te devuelve la mirada desde la foto.
S.
Santiago
John.
S. John. Conectividad normal. Robar la tarjeta de identificación del trabajador. ¿Por qué no? Podría servirme en algún momento. Dime que lo logro.
Your fingers
Bien.
find their way into the shackle. Flicking
Sutilmente
open
hasta el
its
gancho del
spring-loaded
mosquetón
gate.
que gira
The
hacia
metal
adentro y
loop
se abre.
holds the plastic
De él
ID
cuelga
and
una
a leather
tarjeta de
belt.
identificación de plástico y una cartera de cuero.
The man emits a loud snore.
Está a
Is he
punto de
about to
despertarse.
wake
No
up?
lo parece, pero
Doesn't
nunca se
look
sabe.
like it.
Más vale que te
But
des
you
prisa.
never know. Better
Pasar
be
los
quick.
dedos por la cartera y coger lo que hay adentro. Probar el documento.
You find a black paper note
Encuentras un
with a woman's
papelito negro
profile.
con el perfil de una
Seems
mujer
like this
dibujado.
woman lived centuries
Parece
ago.
que esta mujer
The
vivió
note
hace
says
siglos. Pone 5
real.
reales. El papel
It
es
feels
suave y
nice
está
and
muy
greasy.
trillado. Me
You
llevo el
slip the
documento.
plastic ID card out of the loop and pocket it.
El
The
hombre
man
sigue roncando.
continues to snore. The sleeping dock worker has little to say about your actions. He remains silent. The man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does.
You've just picked up some magnesium.
Acabas de conseguir
This
magnesio.
item is
Este
stored in the
objeto se
bottom left
almacena en
corner
la
of the
esquina
screen
inferior.
above your character portrait. Use magnesium to heal your morale if you have morale damage.
Es que ha recibido daño. ¿Qué dice? Acabas de conseguir magnesio. Este objeto se almacena en la esquina inferior izquierda. Yo no veo nada. Sobre el retrato. Mural. Salud. Cargas 1. Si es que ha recibido daño. ¿Qué es esto? Tarjeta de turno de estibador. Herramientas, ropa, objetos, interactuar. Una tarjeta de turno estándar para jugadores portuarios. No te parece. Esa mancha de ron negro del mostrador te inunda los ojos de alegría. Resulta casi conmovedor lo viscosa y pegajosa que es. ¿Cuánto tiempo llevas ya despierto? Santo Dios, una hora entera sin pensar en un ron con limón. Has extinguido todo rastro de ti mismo. Gracias por el tiempo. De hecho, debería siquiera estar pensando en ello en este momento. Parece que lo de la bebida no me ha ido muy bien. Ahora que lo mencionas, necesito un ron con limonada. Me encantaría que Garto me sirviera un lingotazo. Quizás más tarde. Maybe es en plan abstemio. ¿De dónde viene todo este rollito de tío Languida? Tú eres un bebedor apasionado. Muéstrame que aún eres joven. Muéstrame tu foto interior. Dame esa mancha del mostrador ahora mismo. Dame. Tú antes molabas. En fin, vete. Iría bien con esos cigarrillos. Esa combinación nunca falla. La resaca te está matando, tienes que mantener la raya. Encuentra una botella de alcohol, ponle en tu mano, equipa la narradora maladora en tu inventario y deja que fluya la magia. Ah, es del otro lado. Una máquina de pinball Royal está desconectada. Ahora podemos hablar con ellos.
Hello, sweetie. You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
¿Nada más?
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You.
¿A mí?
As you approach, he
Al
narrows his eyes
aproximarse,
and extends his
entrecierra los
hand
ojos y
in
te ofrece
greeting.
la mano en señal de saludo.
On the sleeve of his bomber jacket,
En la manga de
as
su
well as on his
cazadora,
back,
así como
are
en
the
su
same
espalda, distingues los
enigmatic white
mismos rectángulos
as on your
blancos tan
blazer.
enigmáticos que hay en tu chaqueta. Estrecharle la mano. Ah,
Hello. I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Prison 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he is waiting for your name.
la verdad es que no recuerdo mi nombre. Abstracción normal de inventarte un nombre. Poder intentarlo.
Concentration makes you squint your eyes.
Al concentrarte,
Your
tus
name
ojos se
should be
entrecierran.
gold
Tu
and
nombre
orange,
debería ser
like
de
a
un oro
forest
intenso y
fire
anaranjado,
looming on the
como un
horizon,
incendio
but
forestal que
mixed
amenaza
with
desde el
stench of
horizonte,
liquor
pero
rising
mezclado con
from your
meledor
breath.
a licor
You're
que
two
impregna
steps
tu
closer
aliento.
to it,
Estás cerca,
but
muy
there are
cerca,
still
pero aún
many
te
to
queda
go.
mucho camino por recorrer.
Okay then. It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
¿Te refieres a él? Entiendo.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews? At the 57th, we like to prepare an initial list of persons of interest, and then just skim the surface. Prepare the
Haz un
field,
gesto con los
get to know
dedos.
the players. You don't do that? Maybe it's not an inter-district practice. Good. But even if you haven't, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree? Mm-hmm. Sure. But did you take it down from the tree?
Creo que sigue ahí, no recuerdo, no he recibido ninguna información de esto.
So, the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time
Por primera
you
vez
detect
detectas
a
cansancio en la
weariness
voz
in
del
the
teniente.
lieutenant's
Es obvio que
voice.
preferiría que el cuerpo
It is
ya no
obvious
colgase
he
del
would have
árbol.
preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Where it has been hanging
Donde
for
lleva
7
colgado una
days
semana
straight.
entera, deberíamos
We should go
acercarnos
there
en
as
cuanto
soon as we are
acabemos
done
de hablar
talking
con
to
el
the owner.
propietario.
What a shame.
Bueno,
Get to it now.
habría que-
Rip that body down from the tree.
No te preocupes, el cadáver lo arrancaré de cuajo. ¿Y si te dijera que soy un agente de policía de verdad? ¿Cómo estás tan seguro de que soy un policía? Pero es que no puedo recordar nada. ¿Qué decías que teníamos que hacer?
I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse. If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our number one concern.
A painkiller would be good about now. This thing is pulsating with discomfort. The best cure for a headache is, of course, morphine. They won't have that, so cigarettes will have to do.
Talk to the manager. Then we go out back and take the body down. We all feel that way sometimes. There is no such thing as a police officer, I'm afraid. What remains is
Tal
that
como
there
lo
is a dead
conocemos
body
ahora,
in
todo
the
lo que
tree.
queda es un cadáver
Someone
en
has to
un
figure
árbol.
out who put it
Alguien
there.
tiene que averiguar
If
quién
we
lo puso
don't,
ahí, y
no
si no
one
lo
else
hacemos
will.
nosotros, nadie más lo hará.
But first, we have to take it down. After it's been up in a tree for that long, any kind of ripping is inadvisable.
Delicate goods, filled with stinking horrors.
I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the citizens' militia on your sleeve and on your back. I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it. But for now, I'm going to set those possibilities aside. I'm not from the Inspectorate General.
Ay. La inspección general. ¿Has dicho insignia? ¿Te refieres a estos rectángulos blancos?
Yes. They're not just white rectangles. They bear a halogen watermark with the letters RCM and a pattern resembling the street grid of Revachol West. I would ask you to step into the
Le
headlights
diré
of
que
my
se
motor
pusiera
carriage,
frente a los faros de
but
mi
again,
carruaje motorizado,
it's none
pero
of
de
my
nuevo,
concern.
no se me
I
convence,
just
solo
need you to
necesito
do
que haga
your
su
job.
trabajo. Yo no debería tener una placa o algo así.
You mean you don't have a badge? Losing your identification card.
Perder su identificación es un asunto muy grave. Mi vehículo dispone de una radio de onda corta. Podré utilizarla para informar de su desaparición. Le aconsejaría que intentase localizarla lo antes posible, pero descolgar el cadáver del árbol debería seguir siendo prioritario.
After you, officer.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk
Podrás
to
entablar
him
una
whenever
conversación con él
by
cuando quieras.
interacting with him.
Ok. Deberías anunciar la desaparición de tu placa. Contacta con ya. El gerente de Whirling Rex debería saber algo del asesinato que ha tenido lugar en el patio. Pregúntale al respecto. Inspección. Examina el cuerpo de la víctima.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining
Así
me
que
from Precinct 41...
procedente de la comisaría 41 me acompaña. El heraldo de la ruina. Todavía estoy barajando algunos nombres.
No, you cannot.
Officer, I was thinking more along the lines of your name.
Fantastic.
Sí, como cuando dejas a tu grupo de música pero todavía no has decidido tu nombre de artista en solitario. Kim está a punto de decir algo, deja que hable.
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
This sounds like something you can use to call this Sylvie later.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective. I have
Ajá, revisa su pequeño cuaderno. Tengo cuánto necesitaba. ¿Y usted?
Yes, he means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would?
¿Sabes qué?
She went away because none of your business.
Ah, de verdad.
Extra fine. Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there. That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then, to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through. I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
He doesn't know. He just said they hoisted him up on a tree. Who is this they?
What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
Suddenly you tense up. Blood is being pushed to your muscles. You should hound him on this. Hound him hard, the prey drive says.
No, I didn't. I didn't. I don't appreciate this. What is this? Do I have to answer him? Is this mandatory?
The lieutenant stands motionless, his expression unreadable.
¿Por qué te hizo daño? ¿Es eso? Te puse...
What are you, an idiot? I told you I haven't killed anyone.
Nadie, venga. ¿A quién más has matado?
He ignores you.
Sí, no fue buena idea.
More. Press on. Push through.
¿Debería?
Fuck you, man.
That's enough.
Thank you ever so much.
La mataste tú y tengo para volverlo a presionar. En el árbol en plural.
Oh, I meant the union dock workers. You know, the guys who everyone is saying killed him, which no one is saying about me, because I didn't. The locals, customers, the people who eat here, a lot of dock workers eat here. Sylvie told me everyone knows the dock workers did it.
Did the debarders themselves tell her this, or is it a rumor?
I don't really know. You'll have to ask her. I would suppose it's because they have nothing better to do.
You mean the strike?
Yes, the strike. The man they hanged was a security guard for the harbour company, I hear. A mercenary. The unionistas probably thought they'd send a message.
The lieutenant turns the page in the little notebook he's been scribbling in.
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
30 reales. ¿Le pedí algo?
As you blow this joint, behind you a whiny voice shouts.
Real mature, man. Real mature.
Alguien llamó a MCR para denunciar el ahorcamiento. Descubrir quién fue arrojaría algo de luz sobre los hechos. Tienes una ligera idea por dónde empezar. Aunque la llamada pudo hacerla cualquiera.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic. No, these tracks are not interesting at all. Let the street sweeper just sweep them away. Cop habit. You look at everything.
¿Qué clase de vehículo rodó por aquí?
Hard to say. Your vision is blurred and you're having difficulty concentrating thanks to your relentless hangover. An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Vestíbulo principal, edificio A. Sin etiqueta.
This button looks new, but someone has removed the name card. Nothing happens when you try to ring it.
Huh. This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
La carne podrida y lácteos fermentados. Un ser humano se descompone.
There are several footprints in the mud.
Hay varias
left
huellas
by
de botas de
workmates,
trabajo en el barro.
anywhere from 6
Por
to 12
aquí han
pairs
pasado
and
entre
more
6
days.
y 12 pares. ¿Qué clase de botas? Visión especial normal. Hacer un recuento exacto. Igual, podría intentarlo.
What do you think?
Moral
you are?
dañada.
A super detective? You're hungover. These are just dents in the mud. No pattern emerges for the time being. Heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails all over the yard.
Varios.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
¿Qué es esto? Percepción. ¿Cuánto porcentaje? 58. Ah, sí puedo intentarlo. ¿Qué se supone que vamos mirando esto? Dime.
Because
Bien.
there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're too orderly. There it is. You see a shabby little door.
Una pequeña puerta destartalada.
What is this then? A tool shed? Let's investigate.
Tubos más vacíos, un suplemento de magnesio. Una bandeja de plata con restos de polvo amarillo hueso.
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine. The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you.
Tengo entendido que las anfetaminas le hacen a uno... Dirías que eres un gran investigador o...
Perhaps not.
Más bien no.
This is below our pay grade, detective. However, see that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? A secret path the local kids use.
La cabeza en cerdo curada, parece una momia. Salgamos un rato y hagamos primero con un cuerpo.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes.
Y abultados, la cara a su alrededor no parece humana, tan hinchada que parece a punto de estallar. Sus labios se asemejan a los de un pez y su lengua a una mordaza de bola. Parece que estás conteniendo la respiración. Una cinta de amarrar le retuerce el cuello en un ángulo antinatural del cuello para abajo. Parece estar rígido. De él emana una putrefacción impia. El olor se infiltra incluso a través de tus fosas nasales tapadas. 28.
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
There are several footprints.
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think. Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in.
She means it. The fear is real.
I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for
La
life.
perfecta.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
You don't want to fuck with me. I got my hands bloody. I'm not here, pig. You're not seeing this.
You can still see the top of her hat from behind the fence.
I'll die before I squeal, pig. Murder was the case they gave me.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says
Whirling in rags.
Whirling in rags. Just a trash container. There is no such thing. Your fingers start to itch just looking at that padlock.
La letra R lleva una corona en el lazo, de abajo pone una elevada luz descendiente. Barriles casi a rebosar de agua de lluvia. Y no puedo llegar hasta ahí. No, hay que subir. Tengo que llegar hasta arriba. Gran Courón, año 37. Es una postal. No puedo llegar. No subhead, salud.
Yes?
No response. He just arches his brow.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
Fine. We should get through this day first. Off hours begin at 9 p.m. If you're still having trouble then, I can give you an orientation. Not a fan. It's just the nature of lieutenancy. Try work, the case at hand. It can work miracles. Really? You look fine to me. This psychodrama is unbecoming of an officer. Then you should consider seeking medical attention. You can use the radio in my kinema to call your station's Lazareth. Was there anything else you wanted? Me? I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation. That's a fair point. All right, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know? That's because I'm half Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul, so was my grandmother, but from my mother's side. It's not an interesting topic. It's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical entity and a geographic division. I
De
told
hecho
you
que
it
no
wouldn't
sería
be
interesante.
interesting.
Bien, entonces supongo que no es interesante. Tan solo haces que suene poco interesante. Aunque quiero saber más sobre Seon.
You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either one of my grandparents, and I've never been to Seoul. I'm a regular Rêvacholière. That's correct.
That makes him a
Las
Beano
fotos.
plant. Completely uncopped material, if you say so yourself.
I can assure you, detective, that I've passed all the required physical exams within the last year. Can you say the same?
You may not remember
Puede que no recuerdes
taking
haber
any
hecho
of
ninguna
the
prueba.
tests,
Pero eres
but you're
fuerte
strong
como
as a
un maldito
goddamn
toro, se ve a
ox.
simple vista.
Anyone can see that.
That's good to hear. I have little patience for the swinging dick style of police work. It's patience and intelligence that solves cases. Was there anything else? What do you mean? I have no idea what you're talking about. I can't say that it does, no. When I need to think, I just use my notebook.
The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages. You're super lucid, yet psychedelic. You don't need office supplies to connect to your nervous system. You're special.
No.
The lieutenant nods.
Good. Let's change the subject. What do you want to know? Maybe you can tell me what you do know to help me narrow it down a bit. Then you are not that far behind, actually. Do you want me to brief you? 3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute. A security guard or worker of some sort, hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth. They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex. There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that. That's us, the Revachol Citizens Militia. We're the police in this city. That's right. No, it's not a particularly mysterious case. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
No creo que se vuelva mucho más misterioso que eso. Se me acaba de pasar por la cabeza que a lo mejor algo de otro mundo podría estar involucrado, ya sabes.
I can assure nothing like that will happen. Do you know why not? Because it's not part of reality.
The gesture resembles an orchestra conductor bringing the choir to a full stop. There's something the lieutenant isn't seeing. The universe is too irrational, too morally complex.
Moralmente ambiguo, deberías convencerlo. ¿Por qué trabajamos juntos si pertenecemos a distritos diferentes?
I'm afraid you and I are
Me temo que usted y yo no somos más que simples peones en una competición de meadas.
You don't know.
No lo sabe. Mientras cierra los ojos, daba por hecho que estuvo en el ajo.
That's good.
¿Sabes por lo que está pasando?
Better still than an
Al menos es mejor que participar en una competición estúpida.
It's just stupidity.
No es más que una estupidez, deberíamos dejar de perder el tiempo con el tema. Si quiere mi opinión, pregúnteme después de que hayamos investigado a la víctima.
Later.
Después, su voz es inquebrantable, había algo más.
You mean like a brief? Do you want me to brief you again? 3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, la
víctima había sido despojada de sus pertenencias.
The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Me sugirieron que deberíamos...
Okay then. Was there anything else you... Good.
Oscuro y sexy.
Excuse me? Detective, if I may be
Inspector, si puedo serle franco, parece un poco trastornado. Tiene problemas para recordar las cosas y ha extraviado su placa. No puedo permitirle actuar en nombre de la MCR sin supervisión hasta que recupere el control de sus facultades.
That's good.
Un poco de tiempo para usted. El teniente lo considera durante un instante. Tenemos entre manos una investigación policial, no un viaje de autodescubrimiento. Para eso tiene las noches libres.
Sí, por favor.
Ya hemos sacado algo de información. Alguien se ha dejado una capa colgando en la barandilla. Te permite ver con toda claridad un rectángulo blanco en la parte de atrás.
Yes, it's probably
Sí, lo
yours.
más probable es que
It
sea
bears the
suyo.
RCM insignia.
Porta la
and you
insignia
have a
del
habit of
MCR y
being
se
careless with your
tiene la
equipment.
manía de descuidar su equipamiento.
You could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day.
The wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous crane towering in the distance over the container yard.
¿Quiere que utilice la grúa?
That machine is a Kvalsund 1020 HK.
Esta máquina es una Kvalsund. Señalar la grúa. Hostias.
Yes, that's one way of putting it. It's certainly an impressive achievement of engineering. But I digress.
Pero me
We were
temo que es
focusing on your cloak here.
Pobre textil.
What are we doing? We are awfully close to breaking into the
A tiro de
industrial
piedra
hub.
fijo que podemos
Tap onto
conseguir
our
información. Creía
first.
que esa era
We
nuestra
thought it was our
intención.
Or it could be that we
Puede
are
que
just
estemos explorando sin más. Mira a tu alrededor. El viento le enmaraña el pelo. 17. ¿Crees que esta capa es mía? Debería ir a por ella. Salto.
The cloak? I do
Sí,
think
creo
it's
que la
yours,
capa es
yes.
suya.
As to
Respecto a si
whether you
debería
should
ir a
go for it,
recogerla, se asoma y mira el frío. Pero abajo, pero no parece muy grande. Solamente un piso. ¿Verdad? Parece que es un piso. Medio piso.
Well, it
No parece muy
doesn't seem
peligroso. 2
too
metros como
dangerous.
mucho.
2 meter
No.
stops. Whenever you're ready to do it, I'll be right behind you.
¡No! Que lo... Sí, ya sabía. Fallido.
Nope, no. That's still too high. What were you thinking? You're not a gymnast. You're a boxer.
Es una muerte segura. El
You've
vértigo
climbed
casi te
way
hace
too
caer.
high up here.
Moral en estado crítico, cúrate. ¿Cómo me curo?
Despair creeps into you, getting fat on your weakness. Whatever noble intentions you once had as a police officer, you're still coming up with sentences. That's a step up from total annihilation, right?
¿Cuál estuvieron?
Yes, it can be difficult to be on the receiving end of so much distrust and outright hatred.
Nothing you can say would make you feel any better now. Cop gives up the detective genre.
Agente
for
policía
social
abandona el
realism.
cuerpo en
Another
pos del
police
realismo
officer
social.
resigned from the RCM following a
Otro agente de
nervous
policía
breakdown.
abandona la MSR a
He now
causa de
lives
una
under a
depresión
bridge,
nerviosa
drinking
aguda.
and occasionally
El
throwing
susodicho
excrement
vive ahora
passes
debajo de un
by,
puente entregado a la
shouting,
bebida y
"I
ocasionalmente
never
arrojando
loved that
excrementos a los
woman."
transeúntes
When
al
asked
grito
to
de yo nunca lo
comment,
amé.
former colleagues
Al
objected
ser
to the
cuestionado al
theory
respecto,
that
sus
his
compañeros
psychological
desecharon la teoría de que su
disintegration
colapso
was
psicológico lo haya
precipitated by his
causado el
wife
abandono de su
leaving him.
mujer. Ha sido
It's
porque los
because the
Furrows perdieron el
foreigners lost
partido,
that
afirmaba el
match,
capitán
said Captain
Ptolemy Price, antiguo
once the
superior
mad
del
superior
agente en
officer.
cuestión. Por otro
It's
lado,
because he
el agente
couldn't get a
satélite
big gun
Jan
from acquisitions. And anyway, police work
BK Mare,
really burns you out
ex compañero
after a
del
while.
agente, comenta:
Satellite
todo comenzó
officer
cuando no pudo
Jean-Luc
conseguir
Maire,
un arma
the
de fuego
deranged
grandota
former
como
cop's
quería.
partner,
Y bueno, tras
commented,
un tiempo ese trabajo te
Sergeant
acaba
Matt Torson,
achicharrando los
another
circuitos.
former colleague,
El sargento
did not
Mac
propose
Thorson, otro
any
ex compañero,
theories,
no aportó ninguna
merely
teoría,
saying,
simplemente se limitó a
"Whatever
declarar
happened to
que
him
sea lo
wasn't
que
about
sea
birds.
que le ha
He got
pasado
fucked,
no tiene
that's
nada
all."
que ver con ninguna mujer. Se fue la olla y punto. ¿Qué? Déjame... No, no.
There are several footprints in the mud. left by heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes.
Ya, muy bien.
The corpse looks at you. You seem to be a cargo belt twists his neck.
Active decay.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno! Kuno, the pig's getting looks like it's...
She means it.
I'm going away!
What's going on there?
Murder?
Kuno's got this.
Oh yeah! Nappa Gumpy, Kuno!
Can't talk, pig. Shit's coming up strong.
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous. You should hang out with this kid and see what that juicy shit is all about. I mean drugs. The kid's on drugs.
No.
Yeah, Kuno! Ride the lightning, Kuno!
Kuno's riding it, see?
The rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake at him, Kuno!
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
Goddamn right he's not a gardener. He's an athlete. Every rock connects, making the battered corpse look just a little bit worse for wear.
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces. You will see.
The fuck are you talking about?
He's calling us Kuno! He says we're fucking each other!
What? You wanna fuck Kuno now? What's the matter? Kuno's got you cornered. Nothing to say. Who's the man now, huh? Kuno's the man. You wouldn't believe the pussy Kuno tears up.
What was that, Kuno?
Nothing, see, nothing. Just slicing some bacon. Fuck no. Kuno doesn't buy that shit. Fuck.
Fast. This kid
Rápido, este
has
chaval
got
tiene
street
calle.
smarts.
Alright. Entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show.
The kid moves his hands
Mueve
like
las manos
a
cual
basketball
jugador de
player
baloncesto
trying to
empeñado
make
en... ¿Sabes algo acerca de?
Shitload pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno!
This is where you quickly ask him questions. Real cop questions. Like a cop.
Kuno's fuck gimp. Kuno uses the fuck gimp for target practice.
He could have just said he doesn't know.
Kuno knows shit. Kuno's not a snitch. That's all. Trying to make Kuno sing into the popo phone. Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down. You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional. I don't know. Some fucking... Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City. Kuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. Kuno didn't smoke the gimp, if that's what you meant. Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno!
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost,
Kuno's Kuno, pig?
Kuno. Primal. Violent.
fuck are you calling a third person? Kuno's the fucking first person.
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you! Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Rape!
Help! He's got the Kuno, help!
Everyone can hear. You need to get the hell out of here before.
Help! He's digging his dick out!
Escalate, Kuno! His dick is out! You're afraid!
Pigs in here, Kuno! Somebody, please!
Look at his shit-eating grin. He knows there's nothing you can do to him. He's bullying you, and you are helpless.
No.
Kill him. Kill him now. He won't see death coming.
Pararle los pies como un buen mamporro.
Help! Mister!
Ya, no.
Going super hard.
He's flashing, Kuno! He's showing his Look. I know you wanted to hit me. You got that I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up look that Kuno's dad gets. The murder look. The rage look.
¿Qué? Sé que querías arrear.
I know what you thought. I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up. I'm gonna shut that shit down. You know what? You should've, because now you're nothing. You're a joke to Kuno. Kuno laughs at you. King Kuno!
Kuno turned you into his prison, bitch! You're gonna be in this shit with Kuno!
No, you're not. We can just leave.
Bitch, you're gonna be in this shit with Kuno forever!
¿Qué hago? ¿Le vuelvo a preguntar? ¿Puedo guardar acá? Guardar partida, guardar rápido, guardar... No puedo. Y J diario, resaltar objetos, volver mapa y diario T, hoja de personaje. Me voy.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags. Just a trash container. Your fingers start to itch just looking at that padlock.
We could try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage, or...
Did someone say pry bar?
Barreta.
Pry bar, crowbar, leverage displacement tool of the gods. Your hands have held its painted flaked metal 100,000 times.
Or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
Ask the manager? Bullshit. Go straight for the pry bar and pry this baby wide open. An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack.
Anteriormente tuve éxito. Por favor.
Because
Bien.
there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're too orderly. There it is. You see a shabby little door.
What is this then? A tool shed? Let's investigate.
Ah, la parte de atrás. Recién me doy cuenta.
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin. When the wind ruffles the cloak, you can most definitely see a white rectangle on its back.
Yes, it's probably yours. You could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day.
17.
The cloak? I do think it's yours, yes. As to whether you should go for it? Well, it doesn't seem too dangerous. 2-meter stops. Whenever you're ready to do it, I'll be right behind you. What are we doing? We're awfully close to breaking into the industrial harbor. They're bound to have information for us. I thought that was our intention. Or it could be that we are just exploring.
The wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous crane towering in the distance over the container yard. That machine is a Kvalsund 1020 HK.
Viajar.
I think there's a certain beauty in this giant pair of pliers. But you're right, we were focusing on your cloak.
He turns back to the sad piece of fabric flapping in the wind.
Yes? What do you want to know? No, it's not a particular... The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean... I can assure nothing like that will happen. Do you... No, something isn't happening. Because it's not part of...
The gesture resembles an orchestra conductor bringing the choir to a... There's something the lieutenant isn't seeing. The universe is too irrational, too morally complex. You should convince him.
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition. You don't know? I assumed you were in on it. That's good. Better still than an imbecile cop-off. It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim. Later. Was there anything else you wanted to know about the case? Maybe you can tell me what you do know to help me narrow it down a bit. Then you are not that far behind, actually. Do you want me to brief you? 3 days ago, during that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller, a security guard or worker of some sort, hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth. They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that. That's us, the Revachol Citizens Militia. We're the police in this city. That's right. You mean like a brief? Do you want me to brief you again? 3 days ago, during that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify. Okay then. Was there anything else you wanted to know? Good. Excuse me? Detective, if I may be frank, that's good. Some you time? This is... Please do. We wouldn't want your regiment to spill over into the investigation. Me? I don't see how my life is pertinent to the... That's a fair point. All right, for the good of the investigate, that's correct.
That makes him a Binoclad. Completely uncopped material, if you say so yourself.
Are they? They are mostly just cumbersome. That's because I'm half Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul, so was my grandmother, but from my mother's side. It's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical entity, and a geographic division. I told you it wouldn't be interesting. You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either one of my grandparents.
Yo estoy allí casi parece orgulloso de estos hechos. Soy
I'm a
un
regular
Revacholiere.
No.
Your brain sends the signal to your lips, but they refuse the order. Something is paralyzing them. It's like you're locked down.
Something the matter, detective?
What's going on? It's like you're a puppet in his hands. The lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow, and you seem to regain control of yourself.
What do you mean? I have no idea what you're talking about. I can't say that it does, no. When I need to think, I just use my notebook.
The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages. You're super lucid, yet psychedelic. You don't need office supplies to connect to your nervous system. You're special.
Good. Let's change the subject.
No response. He just arches his brow.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your person?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
Try work, the case at hand. It can work miracles. Fine. We should get through this day first. Off hours begin at 9 p.m. If you're still having trouble then, I can give you an orientation. Not a fan. It's just the nature of lieutenancy. Really? You look fine to me. This psychodrama is unbecoming of an officer. Then you should consider seeking medical attention. You can use the radio in my kinema to call your station's lazaret. Was there anything else you wanted?
Ya, creo que ahí llegué a recuperar todas las misiones. ¿Quién puede responder cualquier pregunta que se te haya quedado en el tintero sobre la investigación o sobre la MSR? Reúnete con él en el balcón de Well cuando hayas dado por finalizada la jornada. Que tengo en el inventario esto de acá. Ya. ¿Puedo arrastrar esto a las manos? No, no. Ya, creo que por ahora eso es todo. Guardar partida. Y... queda. Estuvo bien, creo. Bueno, eso es todo. Adiós.